Hi, I'm Tom Hughes with Mike Wilson down at Red Wing Small Boat Harbor. We're going to talk about some of the history of the harbor. The ramps are called booms, correct, that the boathouses are attached to?
Correct. Each ramp leads down to a boom, and there's approximately 40 boathouses on each boom, and there's 6 booms there total, so there's over 240 some boathouses down here.
And some houses, as we can see in the background, are single houses, some are double houses. So tell us about some of the history of the boathouses. It started pretty small, didn't it?
Right, and originally started out when the Red Wing Yacht Club was formed in 1903. There was approximately 40 members of the community who got together and wanted to build these boathouses or get them grouped together, because they used to be down in the levee and they were spread all over the riverfront here, and the Red Wing Motor Company came involved in it too, because they needed a place to launch their boats, tie their boats up, and between the Red Wing Motor Company and the Yacht Club, they got together and formed this club, but it was strictly fishing boats and recreational boats, so there's no big boats in here.
Is there any way we can look inside one of the boathouses?
Sure is. I know especially when the river boats come, we get so many people asking just exactly what are these sheds on the water or garages. So we've made arrangements so when the river boats come, we will open up one of the boathouses so those people can go down and actually take a look at what a boathouse looks like. And it's open to the general public too, of course.
We're going to take a little peek right now. Well, we made it into the boathouse without falling off the boom.
Yes, we made it okay. We're in good shape here. So
tell us, whose boathouse are we in here?
Okay, this is Wally Johnson's boathouse, and we're on Boom 0. It's the #1 boathouse here, right down the ramp. And this is the one that we open up to visitors that come in on the riverboat. Your basic house, as you can see in here, just painted walls, stud walls. They bring an old booth. This particular booth he's got in here came out of Errol's Bar, which is an old tavern that used to be downtown. So kind of the neat little things that happen and wind up in these boathouses.
And how do these things stay floating?
Originally, they started out way back when they were just floating on logs, and now in the last few years we're using plastic flotation tubs under here, so they last basically forever.
So if these are floating, how come they don't just float away?
Well, they're held in by what they call gin poles. So just that they're 40 feet long, but they also sink down into the river, so into the riverbed, so they have to be pulled up every once in a while, otherwise they start sinking into the mud.
And what happens when the water comes way up?
Well, they float up, so they go up and down, and of course they freeze. These houses freeze in the wintertime, but everybody keeps their boats in the boathouses year-round because they're on lifts, and these lifts bring them up out of the water, so in the wintertime they just hang in here for dry storage in the wintertime.
There's a book out now, right?
Yes, Tom, we just got this out, and it's going to now be available to the folks in Red Wing here and the Yacht Club members. It's a complete history that we've written on the Yacht Club from its inception in 1903 up until today, 115 years later.
I think it's turned out really well.
Yes, it's been quite a book. There's just a tremendous amount of nice pictures in here and history on everything that happened along the river and the riverfront.
We can get this at the Red Wing Marine Museum, right?
Yes, this book will be available here at the museum, and they'd be more than glad to stop down. There's one copy that's going to be in black and white. We've also going to have one that's going to be printed in full color. So stop on down at the museum and get your copy today.
Full color, wow.
Yes.
Nice. Mike Wilson, I'm Tom Hughes. Thanks for watching.